What's up guys, this is the first part of the Trenching Mastery series, okay? In this series, I'm gonna show you exactly, my personal strategy and what is actually needed to succeed in the final stretch and migrated part. Okay, so if you're trading final stretch or migrated coins, then I'm gonna make a lot of videos in this, and in each video I'm gonna talk about different aspect. Okay, so what do you need? From my experience, I've been in meme coins for like 8-9 months now. You can even go watch my other videos on YouTube. I talk a lot. I just share my experience overall, and this is the series that I'm gonna talk about. I'm not gonna talk about higher market cap coins. I'm not gonna talk about like few million market cap coins like AOL or Bubble, even that, right? I'm simply gonna talk about final stretch and migrated. So like we're trading like 1 hour old pairs. Okay, now in this video I'm gonna talk about patience. It's a very overlooked thing. Okay, what do I mean by patience? Okay, everyone knows they have to be patient, right? You're not gonna buy like every single coin that you see here just because you want to, because you want to gamble. Obviously you know that, right? But what I mean by patience is the one thing I did wrong when I first started trading meme coins. When I logged in, I went to Axiom, right? I had like 2 hour long sessions. Okay, now you may think like, oh, it's better than nothing, but in those 2 hours I actually traded. Now what I do now differently is every time I log on, like for like at least an hour, I will just look what runs at what doesn't. Okay, so that means that first of all, the first 10 minutes I just look what has run. Okay, so I see, right, pump live stream coins, right? I see what the chart is doing, I see how aggressive selling is, I see the volume. Okay, I see what does it peak at, about 120k, pump on stream coin. Okay, I will just like take notes what works and what doesn't. Every day is different, every week is different, and every month is different. Okay, but every day is also different. That's why you gotta make yourself familiar with the market. Okay, because if you don't know what runs, like for example, if I look at this right now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no idea what runs and what doesn't. Okay, you could be the best meme coin trader in the world, but if you haven't traded for like let's say a week straight, or even a day, you can't know what runs and what doesn't. Okay, you gotta make yourself familiar with the market. Okay, so right now I don't know what might run here and what might not. Okay, so I'm talking about migration here, 100k. Now that's why I'm making myself as familiar as I can with the current market state. Okay, right now I can see, okay, okay, that looks weird anyway. I don't know, it like kind of aggressive selling and stuff like this. Please don't rush. Okay, if you log into, for example, this one just migrated, right? I didn't even look at it right now, but you can see, okay, it touched 60k, dumped to 23k, right? So I can see like the main 60% dump doesn't mean that the coin is going to end, right? Then we have some consolidation here, and now we migrated. Okay, so also watching coin lives while you're not in them. Okay, so if it's like your first hour or 2 hours, don't buy any coins. Like make actual like a note on your computer that don't buy any coins. Of course, if you want to, you could, if you see like a really good coin. But my strategy, I suggest you to really listen to me, is don't buy any coins at least in the first hour. Okay, so yeah, the main point of this video is make yourself familiar with the market. Okay, this is not about buying, this is not about selling, this is about getting familiar with the market and increasing the percentage of the coins that you buy will migrate. Okay, again, this is not about higher market cap coins. I mean, of course, to be honest, you could also look at the higher market cap coins for like at least 10 minutes, because the higher market cap coins are kinda, you could catch pay AAs and stuff like this. You could see again what works and what doesn't. Like you play football. Okay, if you play football, and you switch teams, right? You're in a new team. You see how they play, right? Will they, are they more aggressive? Are they more passive? You get familiar with the game. That's the same thing here. You can't just go on here and say, oh, this coin looks good, right? I'm gonna buy it, and then be upset why you lost money, okay? You gotta be familiar with the market. In the next videos, I'm gonna talk about more, what chart looks good, TA more of, then narrative analysis, right? All of that. I'm gonna post a bunch of videos about this, and yeah, I hope you like this video. So yeah, always be patient in the beginning, because the more time you put into ranges and the more time you put into seeing what runs and what doesn't, the more chance you have to actually catch runners. Because think about it, if you see 10 runners in one day, okay, let's say you have trenched 5 hours and you have not bought a single coin, which I've done a lot of times. Let's say you see 10 coins migrate. You can't say to me that you wouldn't have like a rough idea what kind of runs and what doesn't. Okay, let's say like every one of these runners, the trend runners, they were pumped live streams. Okay, you will get much better sense of what to buy and what not. It will buying meme coins will be like a game. It will be easier. Okay, well, that has a pretty high chance of migrating, right? I will buy into it and see what happens. Okay, and then when you make a mistake, then you journal it. When you don't, then you still journal. Okay, so yeah, that will just increase your percentage of actually catching runners and making more money, which is your main goal. Okay, so yeah, see you in the next one.